Guys, today we will be taking the top 30 guards in the NBA and using a random wheel, we will then trade them to different teams across the league. And now with this whole new NBA, we're going to simulate a season and live playoff scenario here in NBA 2K22 to determine the winner. So without further ado, go sit down, go relax, go grab your favorite snack. The wheel draft is up next, so let's go. We are now to the most famous wheel here in Halftime Productions, ready to trade the top 30 point guards / shooting guards around the league, and we begin with Stephen Curry of the Golden State Warriors, and his new team will be the Dallas Mavericks, and the highest rated guard in the game will now play for the Mavericks, and the former Maverick, Luka Doncic, he's on a new team for the simulation, and he will be going to the New York Knicks. He is going to the Eastern Conference, and he was so close to going to Philadelphia on the wheel, but now Ja Morant is up next, and Morant will be going to the Eastern Conference as well, joining the Orlando Magic. So already the East is looking stacked, but man, this simulation is going to be a lot of fun. The NBA is going to be impacted so much by just the top 30 guards getting traded, as we see James Harden now go to the Golden State Warriors, so he's now in Golden State. And now we got Kyrie Irving up next. So many in real life trade rumors, but for the simulation, he'll be traded to the Detroit Pistons out there with that young core. Unfortunately, Cade Cunningham is number 30 on the list, so he won't be joining Cunningham, but he will be joining Ivy. And as we continue this wheel draft, we see Devin Booker go to the Minnesota Timberwolves to join Karl Anthony Towns. And now we got Chris Paul up next. He's looking to get his first championship, and he's going to go back home to the New Orleans Pelicans, the team that drafted him, or at the time, the Hornets. But here's Damian Lillard. He's back and fully healthy for today's simulation, and Dame time will be going to the Phoenix Suns. So Phoenix loses out on 2 All-Stars, but they do get Damian Lillard, who's a superstar, and now Trae Young is up next. And where will Trae Young be going to? It is the Memphis Grizzlies, replacing Ja Morant, so Trae Young down to Memphis. And now we got Paul George, PG-13. He's going to be going to the LA Lakers. He will be joining LeBron James and Russell Westbrook. But guys, let me know down below, Russell Westbrook isn't a top 30 guard on 2K. Should he be on this list? Yes or no? I want to see your guys' comments, as Zach LaVine is headed from Chicago to Indiana, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is up next from OKC too. It's going to be the LA Clippers, the team that drafted him. That's where he's going to go. And now as we continue on, we got Darius Garland up next. He just signed a big contract for the Cavaliers in real life, and for the simulation, he's going to be going to DC to join the Washington Wizards. And next up, we got Donovan Mitchell of the Utah Jazz, who surprisingly is number 14 on the guard list, and he's going to be joining Giannis Antetokounmpo in Milwaukee as he goes to the Bucks. So, oh my goodness, the Milwaukee Bucks are looking like a favorite right now, as Bradley Beal will be going to the Miami Heat to join Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. Oh man, the Heat and Bucks are looking good. And now we got DeJounte Murray. He was just traded in real life. And now for the simulation, he will be going to the Toronto Raptors. He will join that team in Toronto. And now we got CJ McCollum up next at 87 overall for the Pelicans, and he will be going to the Utah Jazz. He will be replacing Donovan Mitchell, joining that team out there with now Patrick Beverley. And here we go, LaMelo Ball, the first time All-Star last year, going to go to the Atlanta Hawks. So LaMelo Ball is now in Atlanta. Now we got Jamal Murray of the Denver Nuggets back and fully healthy. He missed a whole last season because of an injury, but he's back, and he will be traded to the Brooklyn Nets to join Kevin Durant. KD hasn't been traded in real life just yet, so he's still on Brooklyn. And now Tyler Hero will be going to the Denver Nuggets. And here's an interesting question for you guys. Tyrese Maxey is coming down later on the list, but who would you rather have on your team, Tyler Hero or Maxey? I want to see your guys' comments. Anyways, we see Drew Holiday get drafted by the Philly 76ers, the team that actually drafted him in real life first. And now Ben Simmons will be going from Brooklyn to Sacramento to join the Kings for today's simulation. And the Sacramento King, the current king until we trade him right now, De'Aaron Fox, is now up, and he'll be going to my Boston Celtics. And as Fox joins the Celtics, oh my goodness, is that Boston lineup scary, as now we got Maxey up next from the 76ers, and he'll be going to the Cleveland Cavaliers. But again, let me know down below, who would you rather have, Hero or Maxey? And now we got Anthony Edwards up next, and he'll be going to the Houston Rockets. And with Ant going to Houston, I mean, that Rockets team is very underrated for the simulation. As next up, we got Tyrese Halliburton of the Pacers, and he will get traded back to the Western Conference to join the San Antonio Spurs. And with only a couple players left, now we got Klay Thompson up next of the Golden State Warriors, coming off a championship, and he will be going to the Portland Blazers. So Blazers fans, how do you guys feel about that one? As John Wall is up next, and I'm really curious to see how he's going to do next season in real life. Does he still have it? And for the simulation though, he's going to go to the Chicago Bulls. But we are now down to the last 2 players. Here's Malcolm Brogdon at 29, and and he'll be going to the Charlotte Hornets, remaining in the Eastern Conference. So that remains the last person up. Cade Cunningham, the second-year player, going to go to the OKC Thunder, joining Chet and Josh Giddey. And now, guys, the wheel draft is over. I'm gonna head on to NBA 2K22 to fill up the rosters. So let's go. We are now on to NBA 2K22. I have just filled out all the rosters accordingly to the wheel, and we're gonna go over the rosters briefly, then simulate this season here on 2K. But man, look at this Milwaukee Bucks team. Donovan Mitchell, Chris Middleton, Antetokounmpo. There's a new big three Milwaukee. And comment down below right now which team you think is gonna win today's simulation. I want to see all your comments. Shout out to the people in the last 2K simulation up on the screen who show love. I appreciate all your guys' support. I read every single comment as we continue on with this NBA roster overview. We saw my Celtics with De'Aaron Fox, and now the Memphis Grizzlies got Trae Young. Also, another fun question for you guys. Who is your favorite guard right now in the NBA? It doesn't have to be the best guard, but who is your favorite? My favorite guard right now, Marcus Smart of the Boston Celtics. I mean, I have loved Marcus Smart ever since he stepped into the league. I actually watched him at Oklahoma State a little bit when I was a kid. And I'm going to say something right now that you guys might call me crazy for, but if the Boston Celtics win an NBA championship and Marcus Smart gets a ring at some point in his career, he's going to go to the Hall of Fame. Yes, Marcus Smart will be a Hall of Famer if he wins a championship. I mean, this dude already has a Defensive Player of the Year. Okay, but that might be a stretch. However, if he does win a championship, he's at least going to get his jersey retired by the Boston Celtics. I mean, even if he doesn't win a championship, I still think we should put his jersey up there in the Raptors or all those greats. But anyways, back to the simulation. We saw the Orlando Magic get John Morant, the Dallas Mavericks get Steph Curry, the Brooklyn Nets, they got Jamal Murray to pair up with KD. And what are your guys' thoughts on Devin Booker being the new cover athlete of NBA 2K23? Personally, I mean, if it's NBA 2K23, it has to be LeBron James or Michael Jordan, or even both. I mean, I just don't get the Devin Booker thing. I mean, I do like Devin Booker, but I just feel like it could have been anybody else, especially since the Suns kind of flopped this year in the playoffs. I mean, Devin Booker didn't do horrible, but he didn't show up in that Game 7 against the Mavericks. Like, based off last season, if I had to give my top 3 cover athletes, I would go the Joker, Steph Curry, and probably John Morant. That's not a bad top 3. I want to see your guys' top 3 in the comments, but I just don't think it should have been Devin Booker. It might look cool, but still, I mean, hey, Devin Booker is still one of the best players in the NBA right now, but it looks like the roster overview is over. It is time to simulate to the end of the season to see which teams made the playoffs. So let's go. And Giannis will win the MVP for today's simulation. 27 points, 12 rebounds for the Milwaukee Bucks. Rookie of the Year goes to Chet out of OKC with 20 points. Andre Drummond, 6th Man of the Year for the Chicago Bulls. And guess what? Let's see who the Defensive Player of the Year is. Drumroll, please. And once again, for the 1,000th straight time, it is Antetokounmpo. And I see all your guys' comments. It's crazy how many times Antetokounmpo wins the Defensive Player of the Year. I'm pretty sure he won it every single time. But anyways, there's the first team All-NBA. But what a season for Steph Curry. 35.7 points a game for the Mavericks. And look at Zach LaVine at 2. He's never in the top 3 with 32 points for the Pacers. And prime James Harden is back for the Warriors. 30 points a game as all the top 9 points per game leaders in this NBA simulation today. And LeBron James leads the league in assists, 9.1. We see LaMelo Ball for the Hawks, John Morant for the Orlando Magic, Doncic for the Knicks, Ben Simmons for the Kings. And now to the NBA standings in the East, we see the Boston Celtics 60 wins after they got De'Aaron Fox, the Milwaukee Bucks with Mitchell, the Atlanta Hawks, the Miami Heat, the New York Knicks make it, the Indiana Pacers make it, the Cavs and the Raptors also slip in. And for the Chicago Bulls, they just missed out. The Pistons, what a season they had, even though they didn't make the postseason. The Sixers missed out. Brooklyn doesn't make it. Orlando doesn't make it as the Hornets finish last in the Eastern Conference. And now to the Western Conference, the Pelicans take the 1 seed with Chris Paul. Then we got the Denver Nuggets, the Timberwolves, the Memphis Grizzlies, the Dallas Mavericks with Curry, the LA Clippers, the Golden State Warriors, and the Houston Rockets make it. Oh my goodness. So LeBron James and Paul George of the LA Lakers do not make it. The Blazers miss out. Jazz miss out. San Antonio, OKC, Sacramento, Phoenix Suns also miss out of the playoffs. But we now enter the postseason for today's simulation, and you guys see this 16-team bracket, and it is your last chance to comment down your predictions below. All these games are similar live here in NBA 2K22 Next Gen. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So many great matchups here. So sit down, sit back, relax. The road to the finals begins here in the first round. So without further ado, let's get going. We will start off these playoffs in Cleveland, where down go the Cavaliers in a sweep as Donovan Mitchell makes it a 151-126 game, and the Milwaukee Bucks with Mitchell and Antetokounmpo will move past the Cavaliers in 4, and Cleveland's season is over. And we now enter Golden State, where the Denver Nuggets are looking to sweep as Tyler Hero flips it up and in, and Denver has a 1-point lead with 42 seconds in Game 4, but we've seen teams come back from a 3-0 deficit in the simulations before. Can the Warriors be one of them? pull for the lead. Won't go rebound the Joker. And here come the Nuggets on the break. It's MPJ. Has a lane. Oh, blocked by Kuminga out of bounds. What a block that might save in the game. Look at this one more time. He gets up and the ball goes out. And the Denver Nuggets actually used their last timeout, but they will inbound from the baseline. Here's Michael Porter Jr. He scores over Wiggins. It's a 3-point game, 22 seconds. Season on the line for the Warriors. Here comes James Harden. He's one-on-one against Bones. The screen from Looney. Harden driving. Step back for the tie. Oh, good. Rebound Looney. Out to Harden. Puts it in. James Harden from downtown ties the game at 132. 6 seconds. Denver a chance to win the series. Hero has the Joker, but he's gonna take it himself. And it's no good. We're headed to overtime. How about the offensive rebound from Looney to tie it? But as we will go to overtime, the Nuggets hold on. They'll win this series in a sweep. Look at James Harden though. 37 points, 10 rebounds, 17 assists. An unbelievable game even though they lost. And look at Jokic, 34, 16, and 10. All these players were going crazy. And down go the Warriors in 4. And we have another sweep. 3 sweeps in the first round. And down go the Toronto Raptors as the Boston Celtics with De'Aaron Fox will take out DeJounte Murray in Toronto in 4 games as the Celtics will be moving on. And as we go to Memphis, it's a 2-point game. The Dallas Mavericks season on the line. They're down 3-2 as Stephen Curry the drive, the floater, it's good. And we are all tied at 129. Can the Mavericks force a game 6 as here comes Trae Young, a chance to win this series in 5. One-on-one with Curry. Young, the drive, gives it in the corner. The fans are on their feet. Dylan Brooks, nothing. Great defense from Dallas as Young finds Jackson underneath and he scores. What a pass from Trae Young, and the Mavericks are once again down by 2. This time season on the line. Out of timeouts, the shot clock is off. Stephen Curry looking to send to overtime or go for the win. 11 seconds, the screen from Wood. Curry draws 2. Great defense from Memphis. Wood gives it up 7 seconds. Time running down. Curry draws 2 again. Hardaway. Finney-Smith for the win. Oh, it goes in. Dorian Finney-Smith forces a game 6. A dagger here in Memphis. Are you serious? How about this for a big time shot? I mean, it doesn't get any more clutch than that. Down by 2, season on the line. He steps up and delivers. And now we'll go to a game 5. The Timberwolves will take care of the LA Clippers in 5 games. So down goes Kawhi Leonard as Devin Booker, Karl Towns, and Rudy Gobert, the new big 3 in Minnesota, get the job done. And they'll be moving on in today's simulation. And now we're going to go to a game 6. The Pelicans, a chance to win the series, but they're down by 2. For Houston, can they force 7? Up by 2, Green the dagger, air ball, and the Pelicans will get a chance to win this series, or at least force overtime for the tie. Inbounding, no timeouts, Brandon Ingram, gonna go for the win. No good, and the 8 seeded Houston Rockets will force a game 7. This series isn't over yet. Oh my goodness. And now we're gonna game 6 in Indiana, and it's the Atlanta Hawks over the Pacers in 6 games. 129-108, your final in Indiana, and down go the Pacers in 6. And we'll continue this first round with a game 7 in Miami. It is the Knicks against the Miami Heat. Julius Randle for the lead. No good, rebound Jimmy Butler, and the Heat up by 1 have a chance for the dagger. Here comes Butler, he gives it to Bradley Beal. These fans are on their feet in Miami. Luka Doncic will defend. Here comes the screen from Bam. Bradley Beal throws it to Bam. Bam! No good, an easy layup, he missed it. But here come the Knicks, a chance to win this series. Shot clock is off. Luka draws 2. It goes to his former teammate Brunson, who throws it down. Oh, that connection is still there. And the Knicks have a 1-point lead, 10 seconds. And the series comes down to this right here, right now. Fans are on their feet. Bradley Beal, 3 seconds. 2. Beal for the win. No good, and the Knicks will move on. What a finish as down go the Miami Heat in 7 games. Luka to Brunson, and the Dallas Mavericks come back from a 3-1 deficit after Finney-Smith forces a game 6, and down go the Grizzlies in 7 games. I mean, unbelievable. And we also saw the Houston Rockets force 7, but they can't get it done as the number 1 seed Pelicans will hold on and win big time in game 7, 152-107. And the second round is here. What a wild first round, but you guys see the matchups. Hopefully your favorite team is still in this NBA playoff simulation, but guys, it is now time to simulate this round here in NBA 2K to see which teams will make the conference finals. So without further ado, sit down, sit back, relax, and let's keep it going. We will start the conference semifinals off in Denver, where down go the Nuggets. The Minnesota Timberwolves will win this series in 5 games, and they will advance to the Western Conference Finals. And the Denver Nuggets, I mean, what a season they have, but it comes to an end. And now we have another 5-game series. It is the 1-seed Pelicans who will take down Stephen Curry and the Mavericks. But I still can't believe the Dallas Mavericks won that series in the first round. I mean, they were down 2 in Game 5, facing elimination as Finney-Smith hits the game winner and they come back. But now we go to another Game 5, 3 Game 5 series enders in the second round as down go the Celtics. So the Knicks, coming off a Game 7 win in Miami, will go to the second round, beat the Celtics in 5, and now they're moving to the Eastern Conference Finals. And it's going to be the Milwaukee Bucks who will beat the Atlanta Hawks in 6 games. So down goes LaMelo Ball, even though he gets a late dunk. It doesn't matter. Donovan Mitchell and Antetokounmpo are moving on to the East Finals to play the Knicks, and that's going to be it for the Atlanta Hawks in the simulation as they are going home. 4 teams remain in the simulation. In the West, we have the Pelicans against the Timberwolves, and in the East, we have the Bucks against the New York Knicks. So which 2 teams will advance to the NBA Finals in today's simulation? And so without further ado, guys, let's simulate this round right now. So let's go. Game 6 at the Garden. The Knicks are down by 1, but they lead this series as Luka Doncic, oh my goodness, he almost threw it down on Antetokounmpo. I mean, that would have been one of the greatest plays in simulation history as the Knicks get the block and they're on the brink. A chance to take the lead. RJ Barrett finds Doncic for 3. Bang! Knicks up by 2, and these fans are going crazy. The Knicks 30 seconds away from winning the series as here comes Mitchell and the Bucks trying to force a Game 7. Mitchell, a wild shot, and it goes down. That is ridiculous. Donovan Mitchell, a huge shot to tie the game, but the shot clock is off. The New York Knicks, a chance to win it right here. Here is Doncic, 13 seconds. And for the Milwaukee Bucks right now, a defensive stop forces overtime. 10 seconds, 8. Here's Jalen Brunson motioning. Doncic still has it. 4 seconds. Luka, fade away, goes down. Luka magic. These fans can't believe it. At the buzzer, the shot is no good. And the Knicks are headed to the NBA Finals as they beat the Bucks in 6. What a game. What a series. And we have another close game. It's Game 7 in New Orleans. The Pelicans against the Timberwolves as Booker puts in the 2-pointer. It's a 2-point game. Oh, he is hyped. And it's win or go home right now. The Pelicans are trailing in this game with 40 seconds remaining. Chris Paul top of the key, 1-on-1. He's trying to go back to the finals. He's against his former teammate Devin Booker. Chris Paul in the paint. Nothing. Takes the layup. No good. Rebound. And here come the Wolves on the break. About a 5 or 6 second shot differential. The Pelicans won't foul, but they need to stop right here, right now. They have a chance to get it back and tie the game or go for the lead. But right now for Devin Booker and the Timberwolves, a chance to put the dagger in this Game 7. They're going to go to Russell. Russell the drive. Tough shot. Won't go. Rebound Valanciunas. No timeouts. Paul. Ingram. 3 for the win. No good. I thought it was going to go down, but the Timberwolves hold on, and they're going to go to the NBA Finals as they win in 7. What a series. And down go the Pelicans. What a game. As we get to the NBA Finals, I mean, what a crazy conference finals. Both series were definitely so much fun, but here we go. It is the Timberwolves with Devin Booker, Rudy Gobert, and Towns against the New York Knicks with Jalen Brunson, Luka Doncic, and RJ Barrett. And so which team is going to win the NBA 2K simulation today? And so we go to Minnesota. This series is over in 5 games. The Timberwolves are the NBA champions. They will take out the Knicks in 5, and their fans are going crazy right now here in Minnesota as the former Kentucky Wildcats get their first NBA championship. And man, was today's simulation so crazy, but down go the New York Knicks. Knicks fans, I know it's definitely a heartbreak, but you guys had an amazing run. And if you have the Minnesota Timberwolves winning today's simulation, I am impressed. Their big 3 with Booker, Towns, and Gobert was dominant. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. You guys are seriously all the GOATs. Anyways, this Halftime Productions, and we out.